Yo, welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and welcome to the first episode of the show on the new Hard Pass channel. That's right, we're kicking things off in a big way. We've got the future of the Kobe brand, Adidas making mo money with Yeezys, Nike dealing with a den of thieves, and of course, a Hard Pass. And it's one that you don't want to miss, so you're going to want to stick around. All right, let's start off with the usual. These are our hot takes. According to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Nike products are being stolen at every stage of the supply chain. It's not just your delivery drivers who notice your box with the swoosh on them, kids. Keith Lewis, VP of Operations at CargoNet, says that the supply chain is under siege and that theft has increased 63% thanks to the level of sophistication that these organized groups have grown into. You know how we used to watch heist movies where a group of thieves come together to rob a bank? Well, now they're doing that, but with sneakers. They could remake the Ocean's 11 trilogy today and it would be about Idris Elba putting a group together to steal a one-of-a-kind Air Jordan 11 and then a pair of 12s and 13s and 14s and 15s. Okay, no one's stealing 15s, but you guys get the point. Regardless, this is another problem on top of the other problems that Nike has to contend with. As much as they take it on the chin from all directions when people are unable to hit on sneakers, it especially hurts when people who do hit on sneakers are unable to actually get the pair they paid for because it was stolen somewhere in the delivery timeline. But unlike Sneakers app, which we feel is a dumpster fire that can be extinguished with some tweaks, we can't armchair quarterback security experts other than to tell them, yo, we pay Nike billions of dollars for their products. Let's funnel some of that money out of John Donahoe's pockets and into beefing up security at these factories and shipping depots. And speaking of security, as part of Adidas washing themselves of the Kanye of it all, a new Yeezy model is dropping on August 14th, the Yeezy 500 High Tactical Boot. You have to imagine there was a phone call between Adidas and Activision at some point about putting these in Modern Warfare 3, right? Maybe Roman Reigns, noted Jordan guy, debuts them for Tribal Combat during SummerSlam last week. Yeah, what could have been. Knowing what could have been, though, Adidas CEO Jorn Golden said during a quarterly earnings call that they will not be using Yeezy designs after they clear their remaining stock. Yeah, okay. Keep in mind that he said this during an earnings call where 85% of their profits from that quarter came from Yeezys. Not only that, Adidas CFO Harm Ohlmeyer has previously stated that they plan to use the Yeezy design rights that they own as soon as this year. Looks like the CEO and CFO ain't exactly simpatico there. So, would it surprise me if we see more Yeezys in the future in new colorways after they've cleared their warehouses of the moldy ones? No. It would actually shock me if Adidas never made Yeezys again. If I had to actually guess, the three stripes are just waiting to see what happens in 2024. As in, the more involved Kanye is, the further away new Yeezys get pushed back. And if you really want to see what happens, check out either the best or the worst viral ad ever from Asics for the Gel Light 3s.
Go.
Don't try that at home or anywhere, kids. At least when Kobe jumped over the Aston Martin, it was a green screen gimmick. Oh wait, you didn't know that? Oh, sorry, it's kind of like I ruined Christmas for you, huh? Anyway, so we talked quite a bit about Ronnie Fieg's appearance on the Complex Sneaker podcast last week. But another topic that Ronnie and the crew discussed that we didn't get to was about pre-orders and how it doesn't necessarily work with every hyped release. And you know what? I get it. There's a time when I would have pushed for all pre-orders for all hyped releases, but that shouldn't be the case. There are logistical reasons why pre-orders wouldn't work for certain releases, and the fear of cancellations after sneakers have been made would be disastrous for certain brands and boutiques. Nobody knows what the perfect system is, and it's true that not everybody will be satisfied no matter what the brands do. But it doesn't mean the brands shouldn't try. Here's my idea. Take pre-orders for big name releases like Chicago 1s or a 350 Beluga or a Kobe 8 Protro. The sneakers that we know people are willing to wait for since they've been waiting for several years already, they should get the pre-order route. Colorways that take time to marinate and to see if the public will react to them. For example, the Shattered Backboard 1s. They didn't need to go the pre-order route the first go-round because they were unproven. Now that they are on the short list of most beloved Jordan 1s ever made, Nike needs to absolutely give everybody a chance to pre-order whenever they decide to retro them. Hopefully sooner rather than later. All right, now, One sneaker that absolutely needs to go the pre-order route is the Nike Kobe 8 Protro Halo, aka the triple white pair that you've seen for the past few months. During a live from the archive presentation on the Sneakers app, Nike Basketball revealed that this was a collaboration between Nike and Vanessa Bryant as a way to honor her late husband on his birthday, August 23rd. Starting with the Kobe 8 Halo, which will also drop in kid sizes, future Kobe releases will have a Halo version drop on August 23rd moving forward. Along with that announcement, which I wish wasn't spoiled months ago when this pair started leaking to the public, the Protro part of the Kobe 8 comes in the form of a few tweaks to the tooling, the embroidered swoosh, and the replacement of the Lunarlon cushioning with React. That's great news for anybody who is going to want to pick up a pair of these to hoop in, which is, of course, what Kobe would have wanted his fans to be doing with these shoes. But for those of us who love the Protro concept, or Resto Mod if you've been paying attention to the Adidas T-Mac and D-Rose retros, the fact that Nike can bring back a beloved modern classic like the Kobe 8s and do something as drastic as change the cushioning without sacrificing its appearance should be encouraging. And when I say encouraging, I mean, we should be encouraging Nike to do this with all of the retros that need it. Like, I don't think Air Max 90s need the Protro treatment, but Dunks? Protro Dunks. Protro 1s, Protro 3s, Protro 11s, Protro Foam Posits, let's go. I don't need it tomorrow, Nike, as nice as that would be. I just need to know that you're actually working on it, like you said you were working on the power lacing, the Nike mags, and that you'll deliver someday. That's all. But there was something missing from the presentation. It's the future of the Kobe brand. A day before the Sneakers app live show, Nike Basketball tweeted, exit or posted, I don't know. Kobe brand is back. Yeah, I'll keep it real. As cool as that presentation was, that didn't feel like Kobe brand was back. When Nike Basketball says the Kobe brand is back, I have expectations. When John Donahoe says that they are bringing back the Kobe line, I have an idea what that means. Yay, there's t-shirts again. Great, but it's not enough. I don't think I'm overstepping when I say that when you say Kobe brand, I think Jordan brand. Now, I get it. Sadly, without Brian around to really be there to push Nike, there might be a hesitation to go all in on a Kobe brand. I'm here to say that the past few years have proven that the world is ready for a Kobe brand. We talked about all of the Kobe takedown models that could come back if Nike is serious about reviving the Kobe brand. Those shoes might not deliver on hype or fanfare, but for kids around the world who can't afford a Kobe signature but hoop in a pair of phenomenons or Mamba mentalities, that doesn't matter. Bring them back and develop new models for this generation to play in. I don't know how many pairs of Kobe 8 Halos Nike has made, but I'm going to guess that it's not enough. Nothing about this presentation made me feel confident that Nike will satisfy the demand for the Kobe 8 Halos and other Kobe 8 Protros moving forward. But if there was an all-white Mamba Fury releasing concurrently at a cheaper price point at discount shoe stores across the country, that would be nice. Look, John Donahoe, I'm going to keep doing this Kobe system bit every time there's news about the Kobe brand. More Protros, John Donahoe. A Sneakers app release and limited availability at select retailers is not enough, John Donahoe. Make more Protros, John Donahoe. And when you're done with the Halos, John Donahoe, guess what? More Protros, John Donahoe. All right, it's time for the heat check, and we're actually going to move that over to the main channel as a separate video. We will keep the pick of the week here on Hard Pass along with everybody's favorite recurring gag besides co-writer, the Yeezy of the week. If there is a Yeezy to talk about, we'll talk about it. So, our pick of the week is the Terra Squad Nike Air Force One Porpoise on August 19th for $150. So, this was first revealed on the Eli Manning Show, a show that I didn't know existed until Eli channeled his inner Fat Joe and licked the sole. One of the longest awaited sneaker releases. It's finally happening. A grail for the old heads, the Terra Squad Air Force One came along in its original form back in the late 90s and early 2000s when sneaker collabs were uncommon. Supposedly, the black and white pair is also dropping on the 19th, but let's focus on what's being called the porpoise colorway. If you don't know, porpoise are marine animals like dolphins and whales. Meanwhile, the color porpoise is a light gray, which matches these adorable fellows right here. Okay, now look at the picture of the shoe. Does it look light gray to you? Most posts I've seen of the shoe are saying they're light blue, but there's also a not insignificant number of posts I've seen saying these are light gray. Forget the Terra Squad, this is 2015 all over again. And speaking of all over again, the most overrated event in culture is back. Athletes getting too riled up about their ratings in Madden and 2K. Like, they know that these companies tweak the ratings weekly now, right? You don't see me getting upset about my rating in a hypothetical sneaker YouTube trading card game, do you? Sure, it's because if it was real, I'd better be at 99 with my signature yo 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 taunt, but still, get over your ratings, people. It's just a number. Steph Curry popped up at a Paramore concert to sing Misery Business with Hayley Williams. You know the running gag that everybody is annoyed that Steph is not only an all-time hooper, but a pretty good golfer too? Well, we finally found the thing that makes him human. Congratulations. By the way, if Hayley is looking for help for Misery Business next time Paramore is in LA, I'm available. Just saying. Oh, and before we move on to the hard pass, I just want to do this quick ranking that's a little too late because shit went down literally the day last week's episode went live. If you know, you know. Number 10, Swimberland. Number 9, C, the word, not the letter, murder. Number 8, Michael B. Phelps, secretly my favorite for how subtle it is. Number 7, Float Mayweather. Number 6, Stingray Leonard. Number 5, Shaquille O'Neal's. Number 4, Scuba Gooding Jr. Number 3, Aquaman. Number 2, LeBron Wade. And number 1, LL Pool J. God, I love the internet. All right, it's time for This Sweet Hard Pass, where we take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go. Like The Ringer putting my main man Vegeta in a tough spot. So it was Jerk Week over at The Ringer, and as they are known to do, they put out a bracket of the greatest pop culture jerks of all time. It's August. What are you gonna do? We're all stretching for content during this time of year, especially in light of the writers and actors strike, which we wholly support. Anyways, my dog Vegeta was in the bracket because, quite frankly, he is a Hall of Fame anime jerk. I don't know if he's the Hall of Fame anime jerk. I mean, Captain Levi from Attack on Titan and Power from Chainsaw Man exist after all, but he is a household name, like probably one of 5 anime characters non-anime fans who read The Ringer can name. The other 4, Goku, Pikachu, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and Michael B. Jordan. But back to Vegeta. Look, he's a jerk with a heart of gold, but he's still a jerk nonetheless. I mean, dude let Cell achieve his perfect form only to get beat like a drum, killed a lot of people for giggles before breaking good, treats his wife and kids like inconveniences on screen, and constantly puts the universe in danger if it means he can get a heads up on Goku in the power level department. And yet, he was a lowly 10 seed who went out sad like he's a Yamcha, losing to the Grinch. No disrespect to the Grinch. Love that Adidas Forum collab that dropped last year, but Vegeta did not deserve this indignity. He could have at least made it to the second round to lose to Selena Meyer from Veep. Yeah, even I can't pick Vegeta over Selena, but still, my man deserves better. All right, that probably went places it wasn't supposed to. Anyway, where was I? Hard Pass. The Hard Pass segment that you were waiting for. It's about Hard Pass and why we do Hard Pass. We created this show a few years ago because we wanted to do something different. It's a variety show where we talk about whatever is on our mind, and to the disappointment of some, it wasn't always about sneakers, or more specifically, the sneakers they wanted us to talk about. Don't get me wrong, I love sneakers and sneaker culture. It has provided for me, my family, and the team who makes this show. Yes, there's an actual team. I couldn't do this on my own, and Co-Writer is too lazy to do anything but take fit pics for the gram. But when you're the type to sing Sami Zayn's theme song along with 80,000 freaks at WrestleMania and SoFi Stadium one week and fly out to Augusta to watch a limping Tiger Woods the next, you have to get those takes off somewhere. And for us, that place was Hard Pass. It's why we could talk about how tone deaf Sony would be if they were to drop the rumored PS5 Pro and dedicate a multi-minute segment to how Greg Norman is so great at choking at the 1996 Masters, and bash Nike for how they've badly handled the sneakers app through the years all in one show. I mean, I should probably get somebody to do this, but I would wager that we have dedicated more time to trashing the sneakers app than any other topic on this show. And yet, we've still got some kids in the comments who think I'm on Nike's payroll. I love how some comments are like, well, clearly Jacques Slade is getting paid by Nike. Look at those Nike boxes in the background. Yes, the guy who once posted an episode of Hard Pass with a thumbnail of me pointing at the sneakers logo and saying to burn it down is absolutely on the take. It's like when you hear the NBA is rigged for the big markets and yet the Knicks haven't won anything in half a century, and the reigning finals MVP is so good, but so unbothered by everything that Nike doesn't know if they can make him a signature shoe. Look, Nike, if you can give us 6 Paul George shoes and Under Armour can make Joel Embiid wear the same signature pair for 3 years, you can give us 1 Joker shoe. But hey, I'm not one to back down from criticism. Trust me, when we see comments in the videos that offer genuine critiques, we do talk about it behind the scenes. Like when we mess up a comic book reference, does it annoy the real co-writer to no end? Yes. And does it annoy him even more when he knows he's right? Yes. And trust me, those are the worst days. Seriously, nothing gets him going more than being corrected and it turns out the correction was wrong. But if it's just some variation of Jacques is a shill, whatever. Now, have I been compensated by brands throughout the years for hosting their events and other things? Absolutely. Has it ever compromised the vision of this show? Never. Not once. Not ever. Again, there are hard pass thumbnails of me yelling at my phone because sneakers is so bad, throwing Yeezys in the trash and poking fun at The Rock and his plan to Trojan horse a C-list anti-hero all the way to the top of the DCEU. Yeah, how'd that work out for you, Rocky? Crawling back to Dom Toretto. That's how it worked out. Speaking of crawling back to the good graces of people, let's talk about unboxings. It's what the people want, and we get it. The main channel will always be the home of unboxings, whether it's in long form or shorts that give you a quick rundown of a new release or a classic from the archive. But I understand, why aren't there more unboxings on the main Jacques Slade channel as of late? Well, it's a combination of a few things. For starters, I'm not a hot with a decently sized and a non-American accent. Those are the people that brands send sneakers to nowadays, and good for them really. Well, them and DJ Khaled. The more people get interested in sneakers beyond the surface level, the better. Brands spend their marketing budgets differently in 2023 than they did in 2013. We're not totally shut out though. There are times when we are still a part of that list, and there are times when we get invited to a Nike event where the vibes and the clientele are, let's just say, sneaker adjacent. One of the reasons Hard Pass was created was to fill those gaps in between unboxings. But now that Hard Pass is on its own channel, we will be creating more sneaker-focused content that will live on the main channel to go along with the unboxings. And that's really the state of Hard Pass, of Jacques Slade, and of unboxings. I just want to say once again, thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I appreciate all the love and the support. And so, yeah, you guys just stay tuned. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you for watching Hard Pass. I am Jacques Slade. I'll see you next week. If you'd like to possibly be featured in a future episode, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave a short message. Your socials if you want, no more than 30 seconds. All right, I'll see you next week right here on the Hard Pass channel. Peace.